the Constitution of India. In that there is a part 3 fundamental rights. Under that there is a topic right to equality. From article 14 to 18 it comes under right to equality. So we will see the article 15. Previous articles we have seen. Check the playlist of constitutional law subject. This is article 15. So it speaks about the prohibition of discrimination on grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth. Means these topics, these are the grounds of this article 15. Religion, race, caste, sex or the place of the birth. In that there is a subtopic, article 15 clause 1. It speaks about discrimination on the grounds of religion, race. The state shall discriminate against any it shall not discriminate against any citizen on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or the place of the birth or any among them or any of them. Means here discrimination will not be done on these grounds. The Supreme Court has held that any law providing for an election to local bodies on the basis of separate electorates for the members of different religious communities would be violative of Article 15 Clause 1. Means providing election to local bodies on basis of separate electorates for members of different religious communities, means here discrimination is done. So this will be discriminatory act under Article 15 Clause 1. So no discrimination on the grounds of religion, race. It is the Article 15 Clause 1. Article 15 Clause 2. It speaks about religious or racial disabilities in connection with access to shops, hotels, wells or tanks. So in this all, no discrimination will be based on religious or racial disabilities. Racial means on basis of color. No citizen shall on any grounds of religion be subject to any disability, restriction or condition with regard to, means here disability, restriction, condition will not be regarded. With regard to access to shops, public restaurants, hotels, place or of public entertainment. Or B is the use of wells, tanks, bathing ghats, roads, places of public resorts. Here it is given maintained wholly or partly out of a state funds or dedicated to the use of general public. Here they have specifically said that those who are wholly or partly owned or maintained by the state funds, among this all, no one will be given discriminatory treatment. The repeated use of the word public in the Article 15 Clause 2 clearly shows that the article does not authorize any citizen to use somebody else's private property. Now here public means only public properties. In these public properties, no discrimination will be given or will be treated to anybody. But in private properties, this right is not available. Section 9 of the lepers prohibits lepers from using public carriage, bathing places. This is the exception, section 9. So this is Article 15. In that 15 Clause 1, discrimination on the grounds of religion, race. And second is Article 15 Clause 2. It speaks about religious or racial disabilities in connection with access to shops, hotels, wells, tanks.